Welcome to your Taurus Daily Horoscope for May 4, 2025. As we dive into the cosmic energies affecting you today, we find ourselves in the heart of Taurus season, with the sun shining brightly in your sign at approximately 14 degrees. This solar placement amplifies your natural qualities, bringing heightened stability and determination to your day. The celestial backdrop for May 4th presents a fascinating array of planetary influences. The moon travels through Leo, creating an interesting emotional dynamic for you, Taurus. While you naturally prefer consistency and practicality, this lunar position stirs a desire for recognition and creative expression. You might feel a pull between your usual grounded approach and a newfound urge to shine more brightly in your environment. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious aspect with Jupiter today, expanding opportunities for pleasure, abundance, and connection. This beautiful alignment particularly enhances your second house of personal resources and values. Financial matters receive a positive boost, and you may discover unexpected opportunities to increase your material security or indulge in life's pleasures. Mercury, positioned in quick-thinking Gemini, creates a minor challenging aspect to your sun. This suggests some mental tension between your methodical Taurian nature and a need for faster communication or decision-making. You might need to adapt to a quicker pace today, particularly in conversations where others seem to be racing ahead while you prefer to thoroughly process information. Mars in Capricorn forms a supportive trine to your sun, providing disciplined energy that aligns beautifully with your practical nature. This helps you channel your efforts effectively toward long-term goals. Your persistence is your superpower today, allowing you to make significant progress on projects requiring sustained effort. In your love life, the Venus-Jupiter aspect brings warmth and generosity. For partnered Taurus individuals, this is an excellent day for meaningful connection and possibly discussing future plans that involve shared resources or values. Consider having important conversations about financial goals or investments. Single Taurus natives may find themselves attracting admirers who appreciate their stability and authenticity. Social gatherings could lead to promising connections, particularly with someone who shares your appreciation for life's tangible pleasures. Career matters benefit from the Mars-Sun trine, giving you extra endurance to tackle challenging tasks. Your ability to stay focused despite distractions impresses authority figures. If you've been working on a long-term project, today marks an excellent opportunity to make substantive progress. Your natural thoroughness combined with today's cosmic support helps you produce work of exceptional quality. Consider volunteering for responsibilities that showcase your reliability and attention to detail. Financially, the Venus-Jupiter aspect suggests potential gains or at least positive developments. You might receive good news about an investment, a potential raise, or discover a valuable opportunity. However, this same aspect can trigger indulgence, so be mindful of unnecessary spending. The cosmic energy supports smart financial planning rather than impulsive purchases. Your physical wellness benefits from the stable Taurus sun, but Saturn's distant square to your sign suggests paying attention to your skeletal system and joints. Gentle stretching or yoga might be particularly beneficial today. The Leo moon encourages physical activities that feel playful and bring joy. Perhaps a dance class or recreational sports would align well with today's energy. Mentally, you may notice your thoughts moving faster than usual due to Mercury's influence. This could create some internal friction with your preference for methodical thinking. Taking short breaks throughout the day to ground yourself will help maintain your characteristic Taurian composure. Consider spending time in nature or practicing mindfulness to center your thoughts. At home, you may feel drawn to beautifying your space or investing in items that bring comfort and pleasure. The Venus-Jupiter aspect supports home improvements or purchases that enhance your sense of security and enjoyment. Family interactions are generally positive, though the Leo moon might bring some drama from more expressive family members. Your stabilizing presence will be appreciated within your household. An important insight for today involves Neptune's subtle influence, creating a dreamy background energy that can either inspire your creativity or cloud practical matters. Pay close attention to the difference between intuition and wishful thinking, particularly when it comes to financial decisions or romantic perceptions. The day carries a numerological signature of 7 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9, suggesting a period of reflection and spiritual awareness beneath the practical Taurian energy. You might find yourself contemplating deeper questions about your values and resources, perhaps reconsidering what truly brings you security beyond material possessions. For Taurus individuals working in creative fields, today offers a productive blend of inspiration and discipline. The Leo moon sparks imaginative ideas, while your Taurus sun provides the perseverance to bring them into form. This is particularly favorable for artistic projects involving tangible materials, sculpture, gardening, cooking, or other hands-on creative expressions. Students with Taurus sun may find themselves particularly productive today, with enhanced abilities to absorb and retain practical information. Subjects requiring memorization or methodical study benefit from your natural Taurian thoroughness, combined with today's supportive aspects. Looking at potential challenges, the primary one involves pacing. The contrast between Mercury's quickness and your natural thoroughness might create situations where you feel pressured to move faster than is comfortable. Remember that your strength lies in your thoroughness, not speed. When others rush you, politely maintain your boundaries and explain your process. The evening hours bring a shift as the moon makes its way toward Virgo, gradually aligning more harmoniously with your earthy nature. This transition supports winding down with practical activities that bring order to your environment. Organizing your space for the coming week would be an excellent use of this energy. As the day concludes, take a moment to appreciate the progress you've made, particularly in areas requiring persistence. The cosmic weather for May 4, 2025, rates as a solid 8 out of 10 for Taurus individuals, a day where your natural strengths are supported while offering gentle stretching in areas where growth serves you well. Remember, dear Taurus, while the stars provide the weather, you choose how to navigate it. Your legendary determination, combined with today's supportive aspects, creates a powerful opportunity to advance your most valued priorities with the steady, persistent energy that is your trademark gift. As we look at the planetary positions for Taurus on May 4, 2025, we observe several significant cosmic arrangements that will influence your day. The Sun continues its journey through your sign, positioned at approximately 14 degrees Taurus, illuminating your core identity and life force. This solar energy amplifies your natural Taurian traits, your steadfastness, sensuality, and appreciation for life's tangible pleasures. Your ruling planet Venus finds herself in Gemini, creating an interesting dynamic as she activates your second house of resources, values, and self-worth. This placement suggests a day where financial matters and personal values may require flexible thinking rather than your preferred methodical approach. Mercury, the cosmic messenger, has also moved into Gemini, enhancing communication around monetary matters and personal possessions. You might find yourself contemplating multiple options regarding a resource-related decision. The moon transits through Sagittarius on this day, creating a tension with your sun sign as it occupies your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, and intimate bonds. This lunar position prompts deep emotional processing regarding matters of trust, vulnerability, and energetic exchanges with others. Jupiter, having recently entered Cáncer, forms a harmonious trine to your sun, activating your 3rd house of communication, learning, and local environment. This beneficial aspect opens channels for productive conversations and mental expansion. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 11th house of community and future visions, forming a subtle sextile to your sun. This provides structural support for long-term planning, especially regarding your place within groups and organizations. Mars occupies the late degrees of Leo in your fourth house of home and foundations, bringing dynamic energy and perhaps some tension to domestic matters. You might feel driven to address household projects or family dynamics that require resolution. Uranus, the Great Awakener, remains a long-term visitor in your sign, positioned at approximately 28 degrees Taurus. This revolutionary planet continues its multi-year process of reshaping your identity and personal expression, and today it forms a significant aspect with Mercury, potentially bringing unexpected insights or communications that challenge your self-perception. Neptune in Aries activates your 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, and hidden matters. This nebulous planet may blur boundaries between your conscious awareness and deeper psyche, heightening your intuition, but also creating some confusion around your sense of spiritual purpose. Pluto, having retrograded back into Aquarius, occupies your 10th house of career and public reputation, forming a square to your Sun. This intense aspect suggests power dynamics or transformational pressures in your professional sphere that may require careful navigation. The North Node in Capricorn continues to pull your evolutionary journey toward your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and expanded horizons, encouraging you to develop wisdom through structured learning and disciplined exploration of truth. Chiron, the wounded healer, transits through Aries in your 12th house, bringing subconscious healing opportunities around issues of identity and self-assertion that have remained hidden from view. The asteroid Pallas Athena in Cáncer forms a supportive trine to your Sun from your 3rd house, enhancing your strategic thinking abilities and pattern recognition, particularly in communications and everyday interactions. Ceres in Libra occupies your 6th house of daily routines and wellness, suggesting a period where nurturing comes through creating balance in your work environment and physical health practices. The asteroid Vesta in Scorpio activates your 7th house of partnerships, bringing a devoted, focused energy to your one-on-one relationships, perhaps highlighting the sacred dimensions of your closest bonds. Today's planetary positions create a complex energy field that ultimately asks you, Taurus, to balance your need for stability with the universe's call for flexible adaptation. The concentration of planets across your resource-oriented houses, 2nd and 8th, suggests that value systems, both material and emotional, are undergoing significant evaluation. Your characteristic resilience will serve you well as you navigate these cosmic currents. Pay particular attention to the Venus-Mercury conjunction in Gemini, as this configuration in your 2nd house offers innovative approaches to financial matters if you're willing to consider multiple perspectives. The Uranus influence in your sign remains a wild card, potentially bringing unexpected developments that, while initially unsettling to your stability-loving nature, ultimately lead to greater authenticity and freedom of expression. The communicative landscape for Taurus on May 4, 2025, reveals fascinating patterns as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in your 9th house of higher knowledge. This planetary alignment grants you exceptional clarity of thought and precision in your verbal expressions today. Your words carry weight and authority, making this an excellent day for important conversations, negotiations, or presentations. There's a structured quality to your thinking pattern that allows complex ideas to flow with remarkable coherence and organization. If you've been struggling to articulate a concept or perspective, today's energy provides the framework to finally express it with conviction and substance. The Mercury-Saturn trine supports long-term communication, planning rather than spontaneous exchanges. Your ability to construct logical arguments is heightened, with each point naturally building upon the previous one. This methodical approach helps you convey even complicated subjects with impressive simplicity and directness. With your ruling planet Venus moving through your 2nd house, your communication style takes on additional warmth and sensuality. Your voice may carry a particularly pleasing tone that others find soothing and convincing. This placement encourages speaking from a place of personal values and authentic principles rather than merely echoing what others expect to hear. Notice how your body responds as you speak today. There's a physical component to expression that becomes more pronounced under this influence. Your throat chakra is especially activated, creating a channel for truth that's been waiting to be voiced. The moon in Capricorn forming a sextile to Jupiter expands your receptivity to others' ideas while maintaining healthy boundaries around your own thoughts. This balanced energy supports productive dialogue rather than one-sided conversations. You'll find yourself naturally asking better questions that lead to more meaningful exchanges. There's a practical quality to your communication today that cuts through unnecessary embellishment and gets straight to the point. This direct approach will be appreciated in professional contexts, especially where clarity and efficiency are valued. While Mercury supports your verbal expression, Mars in your 12th house suggests some communications may be happening on a subtler, more intuitive level. Pay attention to what isn't being said in conversations, the pauses, the hesitations, the slight shifts in energy. Your ability to read between the lines is enhanced, giving you insights into motivations that others might prefer to keep hidden. For Taurus in creative fields, today's planetary arrangement supports translating emotions and sensory experiences into words, music, or visual expressions with unusual precision. Your artistic communication carries a grounding influence that helps others connect with your work on multiple levels. If writing is part of your professional or personal practice, the words flow with unusual ease today, especially when describing concrete experiences or practical matters. Journal entries started today could become valuable resources for future projects or personal growth. In relationships, notice how your communication style shifts depending on who you're speaking with. There's an adaptability to your expression today that maintains your authentic Taurian core, while adjusting the delivery to ensure your message lands as intended. This isn't manipulation, but rather emotional intelligence at work. For those Taurus individuals working in education or information-sharing roles, your ability to break down complex information into digestible portions is heightened under today's cosmic conditions. Students and colleagues will appreciate your methodical approach and patience in explanation. Digital communications benefit from a touch of warmth and personality today. Avoid being too clinical or detached in emails and messages. Adding a personal touch will significantly improve how your words are received and interpreted. With Neptune forming a wide square to your communication sector, be mindful of potential miscommunications around idealistic or visionary concepts. Ground abstract ideas in concrete examples to ensure others truly grasp what you're conveying. This aspect can occasionally blur lines between fact and wishful thinking. The North Node's position suggests that stepping into more authoritative speaking roles aligns with your evolutionary path right now. Consider opportunities to share your expertise or perspective, even if it feels slightly uncomfortable. Growth often happens at these edges of comfort. Mercury's position also activates your ability to negotiate effectively today. If you need to reach agreements or compromise, approach conversations with clarity about your non-negotiables while remaining flexible on points of lesser importance. This balanced approach yields favorable outcomes. For Taurus parents, communication with children flows especially well today. You'll find the right balance between authority and understanding, creating space for honest exchanges that strengthen bonds rather than creating distance. Overall, May 4th offers Taurus natives a day of exceptional communicative potential, when thoughts can be translated into words with unusual precision and impact. The key is maintaining consciousness around your communication choices, rather than falling into habitual patterns of expression. Observe how your words land and be willing to adjust your approach if needed. As May 4th, 2025 unfolds, Taurus, you're experiencing an exceptional financial alignment that hasn't occurred in nearly a decade. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a powerful trine with Jupiter in your resource sector, creating an unusually fertile period for wealth generation and material security. This rare alignment opens unexpected channels for income that might arrive through established connections rather than new ventures. Pay particular attention to communications arriving between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., as they may contain valuable financial intelligence or opportunities requiring immediate action. With the moon in your 8th house of shared resources, joint ventures that previously seemed stagnant could suddenly accelerate. Financial institutions appear particularly favorable toward your requests. Today, an excellent time to negotiate terms, discuss loans, or restructure payment plans. The numerological signature of the day: 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 18/9, indicates completion and abundance when you focus on concluding long-standing financial matters rather than initiating new ones. Your financial intuition is exceptionally sharp now, as Mercury in your sign forms an exact sextile with Pluto, enhancing your ability to detect hidden opportunities and underlying patterns in market movements. For Taurus entrepreneurs, today presents ideal conditions for revising pricing structures or introducing premium offerings. Employees may discover pathways to supplementary income through skills you've previously undervalued. Notice how your physical environment reflects your financial vibration. Reorganizing your workspace or financial documents could synchronistically attract prosperity. Saturn's supportive angle to your solar 2nd house reinforces financial decisions made from patience rather than impulse, particularly regarding investments with 3 to 5 year maturity horizons. Family resources or inheritance matters that have been complicated might see breakthrough solutions today. The Venus-Neptune square suggests avoiding financial commitments based purely on emotional attachment or idealistic projections. Demand concrete evidence before proceeding with major investments. Your prosperity sector receives beneficial energy from Mars, activating financial opportunities through competitive situations where your persistence gives you a distinct advantage over others who might abandon efforts prematurely. Consider how your values align with your spending patterns today, as this reflection could reveal important insights about unconscious wealth blockages you're ready to release. Real estate or land investments receive particularly favorable aspects, especially properties that combine both practical utility and aesthetic appeal, a combination that always resonates with Taurus energy. Partnership finances show improved conditions, though with Jupiter's influence. Ensure all agreements are properly documented despite the atmosphere of generosity and expansion. Your financial instincts are heightened through midday, making it an excellent time to review investment portfolios or consider reallocation of resources. The day's energy strongly supports financial planning that integrates both security and measured growth, the perfect Taurian balance between stability and advancement. Today's cosmic alignment brings remarkable fortune to specific areas of your life, Taurus. With Venus, your planetary ruler, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your resource sector, financial opportunities appear in unexpected places. Your natural talents, particularly those related to art, design, or anything involving sensory experiences, become channels for abundance. The position of the moon in your career house amplifies recognition from authority figures who value your methodical approach and reliability. This is not merely about luck, but rather about the universe acknowledging your consistent efforts. Physical pleasures are especially enhanced today. Activities involving touch, taste, or natural settings will bring not only enjoyment but possibly profitable connections. Pay particular attention to opportunities that arise through established relationships. A friend or colleague may introduce you to something that perfectly aligns with your skills. Your home environment also serves as a fortunate space today. Renovations or redecorating initiatives begun now have long-term positive effects on your well-being. Additionally, educational pursuits focused on practical knowledge or skills development are highly favored, potentially opening doors to future prosperity. The stars suggest that slow, deliberate decision-making serves you best today. Rushing would cause you to miss the subtle yet significant opportunities present in ordinary interactions. Investments in quality rather than quantity prove especially rewarding, reflecting your natural Taurian appreciation for value over volume. Communication, particularly around mid-afternoon, brings lucky exchanges, possibly leading to an invitation that connects to long-term security goals. Trust your heightened sensory awareness today. Your body wisdom guides you toward people and situations that benefit your growth. Nature-based activities not only ground you, but place you in the path of serendipitous encounters. The combination of Jupiter's expansive energy with your earthy practicality creates a perfect balance between dreaming big and taking tangible steps forward. Look for signs in repeating numbers or patterns today. The universe is speaking directly to you about which paths to pursue. Your patience, which sometimes feels like a burden, becomes your greatest asset in recognizing and seizing the fortunate opportunities unfolding before you throughout this promising day. The social landscape for Taurus on May 4th, 2025 appears particularly dynamic as Venus, your ruling planet, forms a stimulating aspect with Jupiter. This planetary conversation creates an exceptional day for meaningful social connections and expanding your circle of influence. Your natural Taurian magnetism is amplified today, drawing others toward your grounded energy and authentic presence without you having to force anything. It's as if the universe has momentarily adjusted its frequency to match your own steady vibration. The moon's position in the community-oriented sector of your chart encourages you to step beyond your comfort zone of familiar faces and trusted friends. While you typically prefer depth over breadth in relationships, today offers a rare opportunity where new connections can quickly develop substance. Someone you meet at a gathering, or even through a digital platform, may share unexpected common ground with you, particularly around values or creative interests. There's a notable difference in how you're communicating today. Your words carry additional weight and resonance. People aren't just hearing what you say, they're feeling the intention behind your communication. This makes it an excellent day for mending any recent misunderstandings or strengthening bonds that may have weakened through neglect. For coupled Taurians, social engagements attended together will strengthen your bond as others respond positively to your combined energy. Your partner may reveal aspects of themselves in social settings that rekindle your appreciation for them. For single bulls, romantic potential exists in group settings where shared interests create natural conversation starters. Pay particular attention to connections made through mutual friends. These introductions carry favorable energy. Professional networks are also highlighted, with colleagues or industry peers potentially transitioning into genuine friendships. Someone who previously existed only in your peripheral awareness may suddenly become central to your social experience. The day's energy strongly supports volunteering or community involvement, where your practical skills and steadfast reliability can make tangible differences while simultaneously expanding your social horizons. Trust your instincts about which invitations to accept and which to decline. Your intuition regarding social energy is particularly sharp today. While your sign sometimes hesitates before committing to social plans, today's configuration suggests saying yes more readily, as unexpected joys await in gathering spaces. Digital connections also receive positive aspects, making this an excellent day for reaching out to long-distance friends or participating in online communities related to your interests. Remember that, while your earthy nature craves in-person interaction, meaningful connection can happen across various mediums today. As the evening progresses, a deeper, more philosophical energy emerges in social settings, potentially leading to conversations that reveal shared values and perspectives that will form the foundation of lasting friendships. May 4th, 2025 brings Taurus natives a day of significant introspection and potential for personal growth. With the sun firmly in your sign and Mercury approaching direct motion after its recent retrograde period, clarity begins to emerge in areas that have felt confused or stagnant. The moon in Virgo today creates a harmonious Earth trine with your Sun, enhancing your practical abilities and attention to detail. This precision-oriented energy serves you well, Taurus, but today's advice centers on balance and measured progress rather than perfectionism. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a challenging square with Saturn, suggesting some friction between your desires and responsibilities. This isn't necessarily negative, consider it cosmic friction creating necessary change. Today, practice patience with yourself first and foremost. Your typically steadfast nature has been tested recently by Uranus continuing its long-term transit through your sign, bringing unexpected developments that may have left you feeling uncharacteristically scattered. Ground yourself through physical activity that connects you to your body. Gentle yoga, gardening, or simply walking barefoot on grass can recenter your earth energy. Nutritionally, focus on root vegetables and foods that make you feel stable and nourished. The Jupiter-Neptune sextile, active today, opens channels for spiritual insight, particularly through practical application rather than abstract thought. This is an excellent day to establish or refine daily rituals that merge practicality with intention, perhaps a morning routine that prepares both body and mind for the day ahead. In relationships, practice transparency without bluntness. The Taurus tendency towards stubborn positions might be triggered today, but the planetary alignment suggests greater rewards come through flexibility and thoughtful compromise. Professional matters benefit from a methodical approach. Make lists, prioritize tasks, and tackle them one by one rather than attempting to multitask. Financial decisions should be postponed if possible, as tomorrow brings clearer cosmic energy for monetary matters. If decisions can't wait, err on the side of conservation rather than expansion today. Creative pursuits receive favorable energy, particularly those involving tactile elements like sculpture, pottery, cooking, or textile arts. Allow yourself to be fully present in sensory experiences, the feeling of clay between your fingers, the scent of essential oils, the taste of something prepared with care and attention. Pluto's distant aspect to your sign reminds you of your own transformative power. You're not merely experiencing change, but actively participating in creating it. Consider journaling about your current evolution, focusing not on what's being lost, but what's being cultivated. Mars in Cáncer today activates your communication sector, potentially making conversations more emotionally charged than usual. Before speaking, pause and consider whether your words serve your highest intentions. The day's numerological signature of 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9, encourages adaptability and freedom-seeking behavior, somewhat at odds with your fixed sign preference for stability. Finding the sweet spot between security and growth is today's ultimate challenge and opportunity. As evening approaches, set intentions aligned with the waxing lunar energy. What would you like to cultivate in the coming days? Remember that, as a Taurus, your special gift is creating tangible results from abstract desires. Today's final advice: honor your need for beauty and comfort while remaining open to necessary evolution. The cosmos supports steady, intentional transformation rather than dramatic upheaval or rigid resistance. Welcome to your Taurus Daily Horoscope for May 4, 2025. As we dive into the